Today has been really tough. I shed my first tears of the adventure. Yeah, I'm struggling, but I'll struggle on. Oh my God. You guys are good. Look at it.
When I was 15, my mum took her own life after struggling with her mental health. 10 years after this, to mark the anniversary, I set myself the challenge of running the entire Southwest Coast Path, over 1,000 kilometres and 33,000 metres of elevation in 28 days. This is Guy's Run for Mum.
The start point. Got Ruben here for today.
Ready to go.
So, shall we go?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's go.
Steady.
Woo!
After training and planning for over a year, I finally set off. Some would say I did it backwards, starting down in Poole in Dorset and making my way through Dorset, Devon, Cornwall, North Devon, and then finally into Somerset, my home county, and finishing at Minehead.
Finishing day one strong.
Each day I finished at my van that you can see here, which was full of supplies,
Whoa.
a bed, and everything else I could need.
We made it.
Done.
Most days were around a marathon, some more, some less. In the 28 days I was on the trail, I covered over 24 marathons worth of distance. It was an honour to be able to experience the entire Southwest Coast Path in one go. Everything from forests to cliffs to beautiful fields and beautiful animals. It was also an honour to be joined by family and friends as I made my way round, making each day different and unique. Our days were full of chats about life, about mental health, and everything in between. Even though we were out there for a sad reason, to remember Mum, each day was full of joy, smiles and happiness. It's hard not to enjoy yourself when the trail is so beautiful and the company that you're with is just as beautiful. On this adventure I was fundraising for a youth suicide prevention charity called Papyrus. In my fundraising efforts I managed to find companies who would support me financially or with some kit. But Stu here from Carbon went one step further and came and ran an entire day with me. More than a marathon. What a legend. My good friends Paula and Steve and their dog Elsie had been perfect hosts for the first week of the adventure. It felt sad to say goodbye, but we had to move on, as I had to go on to my next host. Each morning I was driving to the end point of the run, and then getting a lift back to the start, running to the end, getting in my van and driving back to my host's house. This meant that every few days I changed hosts, so that the driving didn't get out of hand. I was lucky enough to have my uncle Phil, my mum's brother, come and join me for 4 days on the trail. It was a beautiful opportunity to bond, spend time with him, and it was lush to have someone come along for so many days on the trot.
This heat is beautiful but hard. It makes you drink a lot more water and just takes a lot more energy out. Yeah, I'm struggling, but I'll struggle on. You know I will. Today's been really tough. I've been tired. I'm sure you're not surprised that after 12 days my legs and my feet are getting quite tired. We've run more than 10 marathons worth now and climbed, well, I think about 1.5 Mount Everests. So yeah, we put some work in. But I had one of Paula's delicious brownies. It's not a brownie, it was a flapjack. And my sister is waiting for me at the finish of today, so that is enough to get me through. Woo!
On day 18, my dad and I went out in the middle of a storm, battling the weather, the terrain, boulder fields, cows, everything. Dad knew it was going to be tough, and it was also his longest ever run, but he battled through with me. What a legend.
I'm remaining positive and energy filled and joy filled on this trail for most of the time, but there have been hard moments, and life is full of hard moments, and they come and they go, and that is the most important thing, to remember that tough times come to an end just as much as good times come to an end. There is always an end to whatever you're going through. We've been up and down emotionally and physically today. We went through my childhood holiday area of Polzeth, and I shed my first tears of the adventure because that just got me there. It was a bit poignant thinking about Mum and thinking about the memories of that place with all the lovely people that I shared it with. I got through that by running and talking and crying, because all those things are good and helpful and natural, and I'm still smiling. We're at the end of week 3. What more could you ask for?
A pasty.
A pasty. Very true. Come on.
Yes, mate.
Oh.
My God. Hey guys, are we good?
Approaching the last few days and the last few 100 kilometers on the trail was a strange feeling. I had amazing support from my friends and family, and I was staying with one of my best mates, so I was just trying to enjoy all of it and make the most of this beautiful experience. Each day on this trail I'd been focusing on the one objective of finishing the day and getting to my van, but I could now almost taste the finish line. We could see Wales across the Bristol Channel, and I knew I was fast approaching my home county of Somerset. This adventure had been everything and more than I could have ever hoped for. The support had been incredible, the trail had been beautiful, and thankfully my body had held up and I picked up no injuries of concern throughout the whole thing. Approaching this final day felt special, and I knew it was going to be something I'd remember forever. It's hard to put into words how grateful I am for the support and for all of my friends and family coming through and helping me through this epic adventure. This final day was the most special day of my life. I had my best mates running alongside me, more people joining throughout the day, the weather held up, and everything was just falling into place.
Like the Pied Piper now.
As we made our way towards the finish line in Minehead, the energy was electric.
We made it!
Come on. Yes, brother.
Thank you to everybody who came out and supported me. You're all amazing, and I couldn't have done it without you.